It's time for Eyes on You from Lifetime Eye Care with Dr. Jeff Anderson and Dr. Courtney Sivertson. Good morning, Dr. Sivertson.
Good morning.
We're going to talk about something I don't think you've ever mentioned before.
Yeah, probably not.
What is this?
Well, there's a new way of manufacturing lenses, basically, that lots of times is being referred to as HD or high definition lenses, or sometimes they're called digital lenses.
Well, I've heard of high def television screens, but how do you make a high def glass for your glasses?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the reason they use the term high definition is because everyone kind of has some kind of background with that term, and they think of it as being, well, high definition is better.
Sure, of course. Yeah, it's a good selling point.
Yeah, so they put that label on it. And as I was trying to think, well, how can I explain this on the radio I'm without being too technical?
Sure.
I don't know if I came up with a good way to do it or not, but basically where it is the most relevant, or where you usually use that term, is when you're dealing with the no-line bifocal lenses, the progressive lenses. Okay. Where you have the far vision, the middle vision, and the close vision without any lines on the lens. And they're able to just, through this high definition or digital type process, just make the lens a lot more customized than they used to be able to do. And you might think, well, how can it be any more customized? I mean, they take my exact prescription and put it on the lens. Isn't that perfectly customized? And that's true. Anytime you order a glasses lens, your exact prescription is ground into that lens. But there's some things that are kind of preset or always the same when you're dealing with a progressive lens or a bifocal lens.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is that the reading power that you need, which is referred to as the add power on your prescription, is just already surfaced onto the front of that lens before they ever decide that they're going to use that lens for you.
Oh, so that is standard for everybody.
Yeah, and there's different numbers, there's different powers. You can have a +1 or a +2 or what have you. But they take a lens blank and they say, we're going to put a +2 add or reading power on the front of this lens.
Okay.
Then the next person that needs a +2 reading power, they grab that lens and they put the rest of their prescription on the back surface of that lens.
Okay, they finish it off.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So they put if you're a -1, just being a little bit nearsighted, they put that on the back surface, and now you've got a -1 lens with a +2 reading. If you're really nearsighted and need a -8, they put that on the back surface of the lens, and now that's a -8 lens with a +2 reading.
Okay.
But with a digital lens or
an HD lens. Okay.
They don't do anything to the lens until they look and see exactly what the person's prescription is going to be, and then they custom form the front of the lens, they custom form the back of the lens to make it the best it can be for that specific prescription.
Instead of adding it on to the lens that's already been made, they make the lens to fit you.
Right. And another place where it comes into play is when you think about how far apart your pupils are. Somebody who has a really wide pupil distance,
sure,
when they read something that maybe they're holding at 16 inches, their eyes have to turn in quite a bit to point at 16 inches. Someone who has a real narrow pupil distance, their eyes don't have to turn in that much.
I never even considered that people have different pupil distances.
Yeah, and they're not huge, but a real narrow one might be 56 and a wide one might be 64.
But if you've got an HD lens, I bet it fits you perfectly.
Exactly.
Wow.
With that the lens that was kind of preformed and then they just finish it off and put it in the frame for you, it's just already predetermined, okay, where are we going to put that reading power in relation to the distance power? And they'll put it in a couple millimeters because they say, well, this person's eyes are going to have to turn in a little bit so that they're looking through that part of the lens. But when they make the freeform or the digital lens, the HD lens, they say, well, this person has a pupillary distance of 63, so we need to put that reading power exactly this far in closer into the middle than the distance power.
So I see the HD maybe is not the best name for it. We need like precisely custom fit is what it needs to be.
Yeah, that might be a little more, but again, they go with the term HD because people just think like, oh, that means higher quality optics.
Of course. Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. It's a good marketing term.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, if people have questions about HD lenses, have you just started using them for clients?
They've been around for a while, but more people are becoming aware of them and asking about them and having questions about them. So I thought, well, it's about time to talk about it.
Yeah, that's very cool. How should people get in contact with you to ask more questions?
Well, they can reach us at Lifetime Eye Care. The number's 282-7121.
Lifetime Eye Care is located on 37th Street Northwest, right across from the Holiday Store. Stop in and see them today. Thanks, Dr. Sivertson.
Thank you.